welcome back to Nah. Let's talk about it. Today I have two special guests.
Facts.
I have my homegirl, my main squeeze, my sister, Tasha in the building.
Thank you.
Where you from, Tasha?
Originally Brooklyn.
Brooklyn. Where Brooklyn at? Where
Brownsville.
Brooklyn at? And I got my main squeeze, my bro, DJ G Money.
Yeah.
What's up, G?
First of all,
How you doing?
I'm forced to be here. I think to do. I couldn't, I
You
told her
forced?
she got about 6 minutes and 30
You
seconds left for
forced
the
to
show.
be here.
Nah, I'm playing. What's up? What's up? What's going
Wow.
on?
What's up? Where
Let's
you
talk about
from? Let everybody know.
Big Queens, South
Queens.
Side, we outside
Queens get the money.
all the time. Sorry, Brooklyn, but
I guess.
So today's topic
Mhm.
is gonna be relationship roles.
Mm.
Who pays on the first date?
Oh wow, that's great. How you?
People still talk about
Wow,
that.
that's slick.
I mean, what's your thoughts on it, T?
People still talk about that.
What's
That's my thought. People still talk about that.
What's your comment, G?
This how I feel, right? I mean, everyone always, it's like an unwritten rule that the guy pays for the date, I guess. You know what I'm saying? Because it's not written in stone nowhere. There's no handbook that says, oh, on the first date, this is the rule for, is it? Well, my bucket.
No, it ain't no rule.
Ain't no, that's what I'm saying. It's an unwritten rule, right? But everyone knows the guy paid the first date, probably second date, whatever the case is. But I feel like, why should we follow these unwritten rules? You know what I'm saying?
Well, then don't ask for the date.
I mean,
if you ask me for the date, then evidently I'm thinking that you're going to pay for it.
Okay.
I didn't ask you to go on the date.
But if you did, then what?
Then I might have to pay for it. If I
Might.
asked you.
Hold on. See, she said might.
might.
She
Why
didn't
is
say
it might? So basically, you saying that men feel like if they want to get to know a woman or go out, that they're obligated to pay for the first date.
The unwritten rule is that yes, and for the record, I have no problem with that. It's not as an issue. I'm just playing devil's advocate here. Why can't the female pay for the first date? Especially if she asks, which she probably won't. But let's say if a female asks me out on a date, she's like she just said, we might pay. Why is there a might there? Why can't it just be like, I'm gonna pay?
Because we think it as might. We ask, we will pay, because we don't have a problem with that.
Yeah, I do.
However,
You do?
we also want to make sure that chivalry is not dead either.
I'm not paying for the first date.
Lord.
I'm not paying
We
for
want to
the
make
first
sure
date.
chivalry is not dead. This way, when the bill
So
comes,
chivalry is not
you're gonna
dead.
say, "Don't worry about it, girl. I got it."
I mean, I feel like I may say, act like I'm gonna pay, but I'm not paying. I'll pay half.
It's a front. It's like I got.
It's a front, right, to see what type of man I'm dealing with. Because if that's the case, you got guys that they'll find that woman. Oh, she bought that. Let me see how far she'll go. Let me get in her pocket.
Okay, now if we reverse the roles, it could be the same thing with the guy. Like, all right, same thing with the girl. Like, you know what I'm saying? The guy paid, and it's like, all right, the girl trying to see how far they can go, so they keep letting the guy pay.
No,
See how far they
because
can advance
technically, in this world, isn't the guy supposed to be the provider?
Supposedly, that's what I'm saying. These are all unwritten rules.
So what's the rules to this day for this generation? G Money from Queens. What should the rule be? Is the man still the provider? Or do the women have to be the provider now and take care of these men?
Listen, years ago we fought for equal rights, men and women, right? Y'all females want y'all rights to be, we just as strong as the men, just as able as the men, just as capable as the men. Why can't y'all be able to take care of dates and stuff too?
I mean, no. I agree.
Think about it.
I agree. Like, I feel like if we going out and we're dating, I can pay for some as well.
I respect that.
And if we living together, believe it or not, if the man is paying the rent, mortgage, whatever, the woman is paying for groceries, the linen, things like that, it's still a give and take.
It's a partnership.
Right.
So,
But-
I respect that too.
But there are men out here that us women, because us women, we the breadwinners right now.
Oh. Okay.
And
Okay.
there's men out here that try to leash on to those women and give their side stories, and then us as women, we're emotional creatures. So we tend to try to build our men up. And as we're building, they choose to take advantage. My girl got me. My girl got me. So what are we creating?
That goes both ways though. You know that. Because there's some females who ain't got nothing too crazy going on, and the man's doing what he's doing, and the female's like, oh, I'm gonna let him pay. I'm gonna let him pay. He got it, and then we'll keep using
But
us.
that's for the man to stop it.
Yeah, but you know, like this whole who paying for dates, and you know, like that's what I'm saying. It's unwritten rules there. So it's like I'm with the partnership situation. You know what I'm saying? It's how and for the record, I'm not saying God you shouldn't pay for the first date or you should, whatever the case is. I'm just saying like it's a case by case scenario. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, but what if you ever been with a Dutch master? You know what a Dutch master is?
You go Dutch,
when you go half and half. I ain't doing that.
Nah, no half and half for you.
Absolutely not.
So what the guy should pay, what 70-30? It should be like that.
Nah, I feel like if you're gonna invest in me, invest in me. Cause if we going half and half, what are you investing?
What are you investing?
I'm not investing nothing. You want to get to know me. You asked me out on a date.
See, that's the problem. See, and this is why. And this is why when you go outside to these lounges and clubs and you're hanging out or wherever you mingle at, mix and mingle at, this is why females don't talk to no guys when you're outside. They want to sit back and just relax and just chill and let the guy come to them and then be like, oh, he came to me, so he bought me a drink. Oh, he's taking me out. He asked me out.
I disagree because I've approached many times like, hey, what's up? How you doing?
How many females you know that's like you though?
Everybody different.
Most of the girls are different.
Okay.
A lot of females not approaching no guys in no club and oh hey, what's up? Can I take you out? Never happening. Maybe
that's why, no shame to the girls is getting their bodies done and all that good stuff, but that's probably why they're doing it to seek attention.
Yeah,
but if you real and you got a whole vibe, everybody's gonna gravitate to you.
Right.
So do you don't feel like you're doing the same thing when you buy that female a drink?
What you mean doing the same thing?
I'm buying you a drink. You investing right there, and you ain't even get her number yet.
True.
But you choosing to take that chance to invest, you taking a chance.
Okay, so I'm just, like I said, this is me playing devil's advocate. How come a female can't come buy a guy a drink and invest?
Let me ask you a question.
And take a chance.
You my friend, right?
Mm-hmm.
You my bro. I come in on a walk-in with shots.
This is facts.
Right?
It's facts.
Everybody's not the same. People feel obligated. But if you a genuine soul, you have to go into a situation not looking for anything.
Of course. I agree.
I
agree.
So in that case, it's like if we going out to get to know each other, it's like, all right, cool. Why can't you? Right? You are right. Why can't she pay?
That's what I'm saying.
Okay.
All right. So yes, the guy wants to get to know the girl, but if the girl's responding, she should be responding with some kind of interest.
Okay.
So it's like, okay, this guy's talking to me. I don't know him from nowhere. He don't know me from nowhere either. But he's interested. He wants to invest. I think I'm interested. Let me invest too, and y'all both see where it can go.
Or how about have that discussion, communication?
Yeah.
We're going out, but have that understanding of you paying your way, I'm paying my way. Unless you as the man, the gentleman, say, nah, I ain't gonna let you do that.
I mean, like I said, if I'm asking someone out, I'm gonna pay the first date.
Okay.
I'm not even gonna question it. It's not even a question. But I'm just still putting out there, females, it's okay to offer to pay the first date. I don't think it's a bad thing.
It's a limitation.
As far as which you can order and stuff like
that. We going to STK for the first.
Nah, you know what? These are all good questions because it really depends. Like I spoke to some of my guy friends and they told me before they had some of the dopest dates, like $20 cheap dates.
Very true. My first date with my husband was at IHOP.
You know what I'm saying? Like it don't have to be the STKs and those other stuff. It could be like some walk on the beach or something. It could be like a little whatever. IHOP. It could be Fridays. Like I don't think about when I approach a female. I don't think about taking her automatically on. Let me impress her and take her to Mr. Childs or something. Nah, because first of all, I'm a picky eater, so we're not going nowhere. I'm not eating on the food anyway.
Shout out to picky eater.
You know what I'm saying? I want to go somewhere where I'm actually eat the food.
Okay, but do you? So now, let me flip it. So now you paying. Mm-hmm. So you gotta pick where we go to. Where's the compromise at?
I didn't say that. She could pick. She could pick.
So she picked Felipe and Child. You saying no?
It depends on how invested I am.
It's the first date.
I know that's right.
This is the first date.
I'm just being real. Like so.
If she looking like what it's called? What's the rest of my card?
Mr. Child, Philippe Child.
If it's looking like a Mr. Child, she looking like a Mr. Child, we gonna take her to a Mr. Child. If she looking like a Ted Steakhouse on 42nd Street, and we gonna take her to.
Come on, we gotta be
If
realistic.
she go to McDonald's, we go to McDonald's.
Really? So you invested
No, I'm
in
just saying
McDonald's,
we just messing around.
right?
No, but like you said, investment, right? So if let's say I'm DJing and I see a female that I'm attracted to, and I want to approach her and talk to her, and I'm not really invested enough to be like, yo, this ain't nothing I'm trying to really be serious with. This is something we just kind of play, whatever. I'm not taking her to I'm not spending all this money to go to no place like that if I ain't really thinking about something. It might be something serious. I might take her to somewhere that's decent. I want to see what she about. Then maybe later on I might be like, damn, I ain't.
And it's a first date.
It's a first date. And
You
then
ain't gonna get no Charlie Charles with me on no first
I
date.
mean, why not? Because technically, I feel like a vibe is a vibe. We just ended up there.
If we vibe,
If we
vibe,
just
cool.
end up there, that's fine. You understand what I'm saying? But it's just different if you just like, yeah, let's go to Charlie Mons or whoever that it is.
So, no, I was
Benihana's, all that
Benihana,
stuff.
you know what I'm
But
saying?
now in this day and time, believe it or not, those high-rated restaurants is really like McDonald's to us now.
It's, like,
It's really not OD. So, and then you as a DJ,
Mm-hmm.
let me flip the script.
Oh, I see
Shout
what you
out.
did there. Oh, I see what you did there.
Shout out to DJ Money.
So, when do you feel like these women that you meet in the club is who you meet outside the club? I feel like it's two totally different women. You got the city girls in the club, and then you got Carisha Please outside the club.
Yeah, that's the part, right?
So
Could be.
how can you make that determination on where you want to court her to from the view of the club?
I mean, so this is what I'm saying. It goes back to that. Like, the first date may not be a Philippe child because we're going to probably talk a little first. I want to see what she about, get her vibe. And then if I feel her vibe is like that, then maybe we go there. But if I feel her vibe is a little bit like, she a little crazy, or she a little, she ain't really my type like that, I'm not going to take us to nowhere. I'm spending $400 or $500 and then it ain't really nothing I'm trying to invest in like that. So, I'm going to take my time and see. Or it might just be a dub. Like, I don't know. Like, we're talking and then, I thought she was cool, but it ain't really, let me fall back. You know what I'm saying?
So you basically spent money on a lottery ticket and didn't win. So you're going to go on to the next one.
It's tough, man.
It is.
It's tough. It's tough. You
Dating world is tough, honey.
Is it?
You got to play case by case, and you got to see. You got to go with the vibe. I go with the vibe.
Okay, so that, and the same concept, it comes down to the roles in a relationship. So now you found Shorty.
Mm-hmm.
What's your role? Are you the provider? Do you feel like it's split down the middle? Do you feel like that's the woman, she's to just stay at home? What's the rules to the game?
So I feel like I don't like necessarily following the unwritten rules. You know what I'm saying? Like, even if you go as far as like marriage, right? People feel like, you with somebody for so many years, you gotta get married, you gotta do this, you gotta do this. Like, some people say you gotta get married before you have kids. Like, there's all these rules that people were talking about. We heard growing up. I don't like following none of those
Well,
rules.
we know the unwritten rules don't work.
All right,
Exactly.
so wait, let me speak on this.
Mm-hmm.
I'm married,
Mm-hmm.
and I was with him for 10 years.
Okay.
So it wasn't really the rule book, but it was more so, what are we doing?
Right.
So I feel like when you have children and you've invested so much time with a person, y'all need to sign those papers because it now technically turns into a business ship.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying?
I'm with you.
Because when you're together and there's no paper signed, God forbid something happens to your partner, you got your mama, your sister, your brother, and everybody else that can now step on your feet for what y'all built.
Mm-hmm.
You understand what I'm saying? So that's how I look at things.
And that's fine.
You know? So,
That's fine.
but what are we doing? You want to be with a person for 20 years? No marriage?
Listen, I'm not saying marriage is bad. I'm not saying marriage is good. I'm just saying I don't like to follow the unwritten rules. I may get married. I may not get married. You know what I'm saying? I met a couple. I tell the story all the time. I met a couple when I was DJing. I did an event for this older white lady
Okay.
birthday. Cool couple. You know what I'm saying? The lady was cool. Whatever. Her partner, which is the guy, got on the mic during the event and he said a little speech to his lady, like, just shimmer her flowers and, thanking the family, everything. And he told a little story. And his story was, I know we got married, blah, blah, blah. I've been with her for so many years, but, I love her to death. I'm happy, we're happy. You know, we got separate homes and we got kids, and you know, and I'm gonna be honest with y'all. They seem the most happiest if I ever seen a couple in my life.
I mean, if we gonna speak on,
I don't know them from nowhere.
No.
I'm not in their crib to see what they go through, the ups and downs. I don't know, but just watching they vibe, I'm DJing the whole night. How they worked the room, how they came together, they left, went to this side of the room, he came over there, like with the family friends, they came back together, dance and kiss, whatever. They just seem like so just graceful, you know what I'm saying?
I mean, but you can't judge a book by its cover.
You can't. That's what I'm saying. I don't know what goes on at home.
Right.
But
and everybody could flaunt it because everybody got what they got going on outside. Nobody's perfect.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? But it all comes down to what y'all want.
Right. That's what I'm saying.
You know,
they've been, you know, what he's preaching is he's happy. Is he happy for real? We don't know. But he's preaching he's happy. I felt the energy of them being a great couple, a strong couple, and they're not even married. And they older. They probably they was like 60 something, like, and they've been there for years. And I know people who got married because the kids, not because of the kids, but got married, tried to make that partnership, you know, whatever, and keep it strong and miserable or divorced.
Somebody told me,
you know what I'm saying? So
somebody told me that they wanted to get married just for the kids.
Right.
And I personally feel like you should marry your best friend. If you gotta be, that gotta be your ace, boom, boom.
I agree.
You know what I'm saying? So if you try to get married for other reasons, I feel like it would be forced.
Yeah.
And it's gonna come down to an explosion of we're not together anymore.
It's gonna show at some point. It's gonna show. It's gonna explode, and you're gonna be like, damn, you finally got out of that, huh? Yeah, I was trying to get out for years.
Right. But why do people waste time? Why do you hold on if you are unhappy? Why do you hold on to so many years? Are you settling, or are you just comfortable? Which one? You both.
So people be both. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I'm saying. It's a lot. It's a lot about the moral story is. Unwritten rules. I'm not trying to follow them. I don't want to go with the textbook. All right, do this. No, if it comes to that, then cool. So don't think that I'm speaking this way and I won't get married. I may get married. I may not get married. I may have more kids. May not have more kids. I don't know. I'm not following no trend, no book, no tradition. You know, like it could be a big wedding. It could be Justice of the Peace wedding. It could be in Vegas. I don't know.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? I'm not against it. I'm not for it. It's just. How it flows is gonna flow. That's it. Me and
so when you in the bedroom,
alright. Also,
when you in the bedroom,
in the show, I gotta go. Hello.
When you in the bedroom, she don't gotta give no sloppy toppy because ain't no unwritten rules. Who said she gotta do it?
Me.
You said me.
You said no unwritten rules.
All right,
so what's the rules?
So she can't act for no.
Why?
Either.
You a picky eater anyway.
Exactly.
So it's gonna be conflict in the bedroom.
All right. So you don't go swim. I don't go swim.
Nah, that's contradicting.
How?
Because she don't want to do it. Why now you can't? Why you gotta say no?
You just said I'm a picky eater. Yeah, let's talk about it.
Yo,
let's talk about
what do y'all think? Like, do you feel like he should get some sloppy toppy? Because remember, guys in this world think that it's mandatory that they get sloppy toppy. Why is that a rule? Who wrote that rule, G?
Listen, ain't no rules to this game, man. Ain't no rules. I know females who think that is mandatory when it comes to it.
Oh, so you said that's what she thinks.
I know some females who
birthdays and holidays.
That's it for you, Tosh?
That's it.
Oh Lord.
The only time you giving up the sloppy toppy is on birthdays and holidays.
Yeah, my cheekbones don't work like that.
Happy Easter.
The Easter bunny don't come out that often.
Oh nah.
Special holidays, Christmas, Merry Christmas.
But the guys say that that's not a gift.
Sure.
Martin Luther King Day.
Veterans Day. I'm using all the holidays with you.
You might get a black solidarity day.
I'm using all the holidays with her. That's it.
Hold on.
Groundhog Day, everything.
So
everybody's not into that. Everybody's not into that.
Okay, but men,
like, I don't feel like you have to do it to please me. You understand what I'm saying?
I feel like that's most women. But I feel like y'all make it mandatory.
Please.
I can't say I've ever like made like a conversation like, yo, babe, like, come on, you gotta do this, right? I don't think I've ever had to do that.
So what if y'all
So
in
if-
the mood, dun, 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 dun,
Mhm.
and you finish yum 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 yum,
All right.
and then she just laid on her back?
I'll probably be a little tight.
Uh,
But you know,
Why would you be tight?
I want some hayat too.
yeah.
I want some hayat too.
Why?
Nah, but you know, I think I don't know, man. I can't speak for her, man. I feel like I'm pretty fair when it comes to stuff like that. And I'm saying, I feel like, you know, I'm pretty sure there's times where she's gonna probably hold me down, and then not expect nothing back. And then I got, you know, so I'm like, damn, I gotta hold her down too. I can't, you know, I can't always. So I wouldn't mind, like, all right, cool, and then.
Why I gotta be like that though?
No, it don't have to be. No, I'm just
No, I'm
saying.
just saying because if y'all having sex or whatever, and y'all in the mood or whatever, depending on how the playing is going and everything, and like she said, you just finished whatever, maybe it's not time for you to get your yummy yum done. You know what I'm saying? Maybe once you got finished doing that right there, you wanted to slide it in. She wanted you to slide it in right then and there.
But you
know what I'm
tight.
saying?
You sitting there tight.
But you not tight because now you getting ready to slide it in. So right after you slide it in, maybe once y'all get finished that, how you know she ain't gonna, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, she might.
She might.
Yeah.
But then
So
there's
you
some
can't
men.
be mad at all because it's the way the night is flowing.
But then you got men that be tight and they ding-a-ling is shriveling up because they so focused on they need the assistant.
Well, let me be clear. I think she responds to what I said. Like,
Okay.
if I just finish, you know what I'm saying, on her, she doesn't necessarily have to be on me if I'm sliding in. But as long as we both please each other,
Right.
so it don't have to be
Right.
in the head. You know what I'm saying? Like, it could
Right.
be me
And
sliding
you don't
in whatever.
necessarily have to get head that night because you did that to her.
No, of course, yeah.
You understand what I'm saying?
Of course. Like I said, I'm fair with it. I ain't gonna
I
lie.
mean, he just took her to Felipe and Child and he paid for it.
Shit, not only did he take her to Felipe Child, he done took her to heaven too. You know what I'm saying? So, hey,
Talk
it is what it is.
Talk
But now,
Tosh.
because you got some
Look at
girls
that.
that after they get that done, you know what I'm saying? They want a man like, yo, just put it in. You know what I'm saying? Because they want it like that. Some bitches just ain't ready to just go, eh.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Better get
They
that
ready
first.
for that D next.
Right.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
It all depends.
It
man.
depends on how the night is moving.
It all depends. You know what I'm saying? And then when you do that, you finish your homework from school, and then everything's all good. You know what I'm saying?
Anyway, so if y'all, first of all, G,
Yes.
what's up with you?
What's up? What's Wagwan?
What you got going on?
Everything and everything. You know, we here, man. Flip the Script podcast is still moving. Shout out to Queen's Flip. You know,
Shout out.
We got one of the one of the top podcasts out online right now. You know what I'm saying? We're doing what we do. Still out here DJing, still working. You know, I got Epic on Thursdays.
Okay.
A lot of private events, a lot of corporate events. You know, so I've been kind of doing that lately. The last couple of years, a lot more private stuff. So that's where the bread is at. You know what I'm saying? So,
Okay.
you know, a lot of weddings and a lot of birthday parties, corporate stuff.
Big ups to that.
You know what I mean?
Okay.
So just working that, man.
I mean, cause this the hottest DJ. I don't care what nobody says.
Oh man,
This is the hottest DJ. DJ G Money.
You know what I'm saying? Big
So if y'all feeling today's topic, please drop a comment down below. I would like y'all to give it up for Tasha for
Yeah.
Until next time.
Talk about it.
Let's talk about it.
What? No.